Alright guys, Kazoo71 here, back on Ark Survival Ascended. I left you guys off right here last time as I was working on building. So just establishing an area, I'm going to put a base. And as I mentioned in the last episode, I'm not going to keep this base forever. I spent all this time building it up, and then I find somewhere better once I hit the water and realize I need a water pin, and I don't want to make them too far apart, so I decided to put them together. But we're going to work on this little area here. I'm going to show you guys this episode. It's going to be a little bit of building this time, because I said I would just kind of chop this stuff out, but I do want to show you guys what I'm doing in this entire episode. I was going to chop it up and kind of edit it down a little bit, but I decided on this one I want to keep the whole thing, just to kind of show you guys where I'm at, what I'm doing. So as you saw last time, I got the Rexes. We moved the Rex and the Bronto here, and this time we are just going to continue building, working on some stuff here, get a little bit of the foundations laid down and the base equipment I need. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my Dodicarus, because I need lots of stone, because I'm going to build this out of stone. So as you know, stone, wood, and thatch, those are the three things you need for stone structures. And then the Dodicarus that I just tamed in the last episode is going to be very useful in this, because that's how you're going to gather a lot of stone. So you could use a hatchet and chop away at rock after rock, but you're not going to get near as much as you will with a Dodicarus, as most of you guys know who play Ark. So, and anybody watching this, I guarantee has played Ark for a while, unless they're thinking about buying it for the first time, which this is ASA, by the way, so just keep in mind, Ark Survival Ascended, this is the new version of Ark. Basically, as I mentioned before, rescanned with higher graphics. And many players on Ark Survival Evolved do not have a graphics card that would be capable of running this thing in high settings, much along epic settings. There's just no way. So I'm running this thing, I think, on some high and some medium settings on this. That's what you're looking at. And when you're looking at high and medium, it kind of looks exactly the same. When you look at epic, okay, it adds some looks to it, like some fog, some flowing trees, the water when your wings, if you're flying close to the water, touch the water, the way it splashes. I mean, there's some cool effects when you're on epic, but man, even with the computer I just bought, I decided to upgrade this, because I plan on doing it, because when they come out with Ark 2, they're gonna have some pretty high graphics on that too. So I figured I want it eventually, but who knows when Ark 2, if Ark 2 ever comes out. But I'm playing Ark. I decided I want to try this out. I wanted to get another computer, so I'm going to tell you guys now, I have a computer that has a 490 RTX, NVIDIA RTX 490. That's the highest graphics card out there, and it can run Ark Survival Ascended on Epic. Now the problem with it is, even though it can run it on Epic and it can keep the frames per second pretty high up, it still has some issues. So there are still some issues with it. I don't know. They'll keep working on optimizations and stuff to make it better, but I don't even foresee me ever wanting to run that thing in Epic. I ran it in Epic to just do a video, kind of briefly. I posted it here a while back. But yeah, running it in Epic, it still crashes quite a bit. So even though my computer can handle it, the game crashes on the Epic settings. It's just too much stuff going on. I got this new computer. This computer I'm running right here has a 2060, NVIDIA RTX 2060. This was filmed on the 28th, so the game came out on the 25th. So here we are a few days later, 3 days later. And then this is me running it on some medium, some high settings. And then this is with a 2060, so I can run it with a 2060 just fine. It looks okay to me. It's not a bad game at these settings, but I wanted to get that other computer and run it at some higher settings. Now the one I got, like I said, has an RTX, NVIDIA RTX 4090, and that sucker has 128 gigabytes of RAM and 3 SSD drives, so I can run it pretty quick. It's a pretty fast processor. I got an i9 core in that thing. It's a 24, I think it's a 20, yeah, it's a 24 processor. However you say that, you know what I'm saying, 24 cores. It's an i9 core, it's 24, and then it's got a RTX 4090, so it's pretty darn high, and it can run pretty good stuff. If anybody says that that's not high, I don't know. I'm not a computer expert, but I know that's pretty darn high. I did a lot of digging and research on what the highest stuff was when I bought this thing. So I'm playing this new one. And you guys saw I grabbed some stuff and I grabbed the Dodicarus. So playing this new stuff, running this thing on these higher settings. I mean, it's okay. It's still the island though. It's still, and don't get me wrong, the island I think is still my overall favorite map. I've played the island so much. It's the original map that they came out with. I think it's the map that they put the most work into. That they, the others are just kind of like, once they develop the initial game and the initial island, then it's kind of like, let's take another map and kind of just take this map and change it a little bit, But the original game, I think they put the most work into, and that's why I like the island so much. It's just really unique. Yeah, and the other games are cool. Scorched Earth, totally different take on it, and then you got the next one, Aberration, totally different take, all underground. So yeah, those are different. But I still just gravitate to the island all the time, man. I will start the island and I'll start playing and play through on something, and I'll just start another island map just to do it, just single player, and just play with it. Delete my old one, start all over again. I just think it's funny. I've had to delete my old one multiple times, not on purpose. So I've moved my save once and started a new one, and kept the old saved and deleted. But you can do that, by the way. All right, so anyway, so what I'm doing is just kind of clearing this area out with my sickle. This is a really okay spot, but the way, oh man, that's a tree. The way they have this set up, the grass is so high that, like I mentioned before, you can lose stuff into it. So things will just disappear in the grass. It's so high. So if you put a dillo in there, you probably won't even see it sometimes. A dodo, good luck finding a dodo in this stuff. But everything's pretty grown over, like overgrown. Which, if you've ever walked in the woods, which I have, I'm no hiker or anything like that. But yeah, it's kind of like that some places, man. You get such overgrown stuff. So interesting. So what I'm gonna do is this video, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys a little building here, and then when I'm going forward, then I'll kind of just show you guys some clips of what I'm doing, because I don't want to bore you guys with tons of episodes of me just building, because a lot of the next episodes that I recorded is just me building and moving stuff and building, and we're just going to kind of shorten that stuff up. But wanted to play this one. I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing, so you'll kind of see the lay of the land as it relates to the grass, the rocks. The rocks look different. The trees look a little different, just so you can see what things look like. And then when I get to the point and I show you guys how the snaps work, I did a video on this and how you can build on uneven ground. And I'm moving my hands like you guys can see me. How you can build on uneven ground. You can put one foundation that's lower than the other, and then when you snap the walls to them, you can equal them out, make them kind of make them level. So it works pretty good. You got to kind of trick the structures a little bit when you're building, like places where you can't put a foundation on the ground. So what I mean by that, and I'll show you guys here in the future ones, you build like on the ones you do have, like I'm making a circle, right? And then the ones I can't do foundations all the way around the circle because it's an uneven ground. So you got to use the ceilings and then drop the walls down. So the only way to do that is to put the ones you can do foundation wise, you build up the wall, and then you snap the ceilings to that, which they will snap a couple out, then you drop the walls down, and then they look even. So it's kind of a little the same dynamic you could do in Ark Survival Evolved, but way better. So, and then these snaps, so here's the snap with the box. As you can see, this is just me just trying to put the box down. It gives you a couple of options. You see I can put it that way or that way, and like I told you guys, it won't snap over the edge. So I'm gonna put it where I want it, and that's where I want it. And you see, don't snap over the edge. That's a pretty cool feature they did, so I like that. So that's why I wanted to show some of these things, just so you can see me laying stuff down and how it looks and what it does. And then grabbing, just grabbing thatches. You guys know all this stuff. So hatchet for wood, pick for thatch. That was an Oviraptor, by the way. I was like freaking out of what that was. What is that? So scary sounds, man. Yeah, that was so scary. Now you never know though in this game. Now you can actually hear the sounds. My new computer, I tell you what, this sound, I recorded this one on my old computer with the 2060. It has great sound, one of the best sounds I've ever had on a laptop. This new laptop I got, it's a Titan, and then this thing does not have good sound. I did not like the sound on this thing. So when I record these things, they sound good, but when I'm playing them back to myself on my computer, they don't sound good. So if I go watch them on another computer, I'm like, oh, okay, they sound good. It's just this computer speakers. And even when I got the headphones on, the headphones sound better. I'm playing it through the speaker, it sounds horrible. But I'm playing it through my headphones, it sounds good. So it does not have good external speakers, by the way. So yeah, the trade-off, you get a good computer. I thought I was getting a good computer, man. I bought this one and this sucker crashed. I was so excited about it, but this wasn't meant to be. It was the same computer I had, just an upgraded version of it, and that sucker had some issues. It was a lemon, pretty much a lemon. So I'm just kind of looking around a little bit here. Like I said, I really wanted to build up on that ledge. I told you guys last time, but we're going to fly back to my base here. We're going to grab a couple more things. What I did in there, and I chopped it out, and you can't even tell because it's like I was just standing still. So it's kind of like perfect editing there. I looked up the mods. There's at this point in the game release, there was 4 pages of mods. So I grabbed one of the cryopod mods. It was one of the top downloaded mods so far, and I grabbed that cryopod mod so I could make cryopods. I was gonna see about crafting cryopods and bringing these dinos over there, but I'm gonna tell you the one I tried didn't work. So the second cryopod one I tried, I think I might have showed you guys that in the other episode. So the first one didn't work. The second one I downloaded didn't work as well. And that's the one I have right now. So the third one I tried actually works, but the first 2 did not work. And this is the point when the metal nodes are still not respawning. So I have the respawn resources set pretty low so they can respawn pretty close to my base at this point, because I was thinking that was tweaking it, and it's going to annoy the heck out of me where I'm building that base at. And you guys will see that in a couple of videos. I'll show you guys some pieces, stuff like growing right on top of me. But the metal nodes at this point are still not growing. So still having issues with those at this point. They did fix it, so I've been watching all the updates. And then before with Ark, every time they come out with a new map, I would do these update videos. I didn't do them with Ark Survival Ascended, because there was just so many videos and so many updates, it was just pointless. But I was reading the updates, and I didn't see them mention that darn metal in any update. But they did something to fix that. So even though they didn't say it, they did something to fix it. I don't know what they did, but it's fixed now. So the metal is respawning now. Some people were saying that they didn't have any issues with the metal. Oh, it's working just fine. And you know what really is crazy is a lot of people make these comments. I'm gonna grab my ankle while we're here. A lot of people make these comments on I think that might be some of my video, I'm not sure, but I've seen comments where people are saying that, oh, this game was made for servers, this was developed for servers, this is a server game. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, I'm not going to say that because I don't believe that for a second. They know a lot of people play on servers, but some certain server, Nitrado, has a hold on Wildcard because they loaned them money or gave them money so they could have exclusive rights for the servers right now. So right now the only unofficial servers allowable are Nitrado servers, and I think that's for at least a year. So I won't be doing a server because they ain't paying Nitrado nothing. So they're way expensive and there's no point. People that I know have this game, I don't know. I'd rather just play it on single player and test it out first for a while. There's a lot of people out there with videos, way more popular YouTubers than me, posting videos on PvP official and PvE official. There's official servers out there. I ain't playing no official. I hate official. There's so many reasons I hate official. I'm just telling you. There's just so many cheaters and so many different ways that people cheat and grief other players. I'm just not into that stuff. So I run my own servers. I don't have a ton of players on my servers. Here's the Smitty. So I'm gonna try to put the Smitty down I made. I'm gonna show you guys the snap point. So as you can see, it snaps there now. If I turn it, that's E turning it. It snaps where it wants. So you got to hold that Q button down. As you can see, I held the Q button down. Now I can place it, but as I told you guys before, it won't go over the edge. So if I push it past, it's not going to let me snap it over the edge of the foundation, which is really neat. But a little annoying, I guess, because before you could snap things over the edge and you could make them fit in certain places, but this may be one of those deals with the obstructions. I didn't see anything in the settings. I'm talking about the settings where you click in game to kind of tweak obstructions and allow obstructions. They might change things as they go. Oh, there's a Therizinosaur right. I see a Therizinosaur right over my head. Man. Hope that thing don't come over here. That's pretty funny. He's right there. Yeah, he's right there. All right. Anyway, so I'm just dumping my hands. Get this stuff out. Moving what I can. We'll work on walls here too, because the only way to be safe is some walls. And I got another player that just started playing with me on one of the servers, and he was mentioning the stegos and how they just stomping and making. I hate the Bronos, the stegos, and the triceratops. If you're building in an area that are just, like that, I think they're almost more annoying than the carnivores trying to attack you. Like if you have a carno or a raptor or a rex trying to fight you, you can just kill them. But if you have those guys, I mean, you try not to kill them because they might mess up your stuff or attack your stuff. And they're just so freaking noisy, man. And boom, boom. Look out there, Xenosaur right there. Let's kill him. Get my Rex and kill him. We can't leave him there, man. He's just too close. I don't want him to hurt my Doedicurus or my Anklo. I have the Rex on neutral, but better just to clear them out and get done with them. Anyhow, the Bronos and stuff, as you guys know, they're just annoying, man. They get right in your build. You're building stuff. They're walking all over you, and you don't want to hit them and try to move them, because then they attack you and try to build the stuff, to destroy the stuff you're trying to build, man. It's just a pain in the butt. It's actually, we were watching yesterday. I should take a picture of it. I happened to be flying around, and I was flying by the player's house that he was building, and he had the wall open. It was just a square to start with, and the wall was open, and the trike just walked right in. And then we're just laughing at him. One of the other players like, "Hey, you got a visitor?" He's like, "Yeah, I know." He's right on top of me. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Those things are annoying. But you can't hit them because, man, it messes you up. Anyhow, I'm just yakking about it. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of rattling on here this video. But here we go. I'm snapping this table down. As you can see, same kind of thing. It has these different snap points where you can go. Then you hold down the Q and it lets you move it where you want. If you don't let them do that, you see it's going to give you these different snaps. That's pretty cool. So I can snap it that way or the other. I'm trying to decide. I don't like that. Oh, that one went over the edge. Oh, look at that. I'm wrong. One went over the edge. That was really weird. It actually let me snap one over the edge. Strange. Strange. That's the first piece that could go over the edge that I've seen. Anyway, I'm going to line this one up. This one's not giving me... Oh, I'll say it's not giving me snap points, and then it turns into a snap point. I'm a liar. Because it wasn't, but then all of a sudden it did. So, I need more stone. Let's get some more stone here. Lots of rocks here. The rocks kind of look like the rocks on Scorched Earth. Why is he not harvesting? What the hell? Ah, bugs. I hate them Titan drone buggies, the flying ants. Oh, now he's harvesting. He harvested when I was holding him. What the heck? There he goes. Okay. I just wasn't on the rock right, I guess. Anyway, I have I do not have the harvest health turned up or anything on this thing. This is just normal settings. Nothing's different. Nothing's odd about this game. It's just like it would be if you just loaded the game. The only thing I tweaked with are the video settings. Like messing with the RTX a little bit. I was messing with the mediums, the highs, the epics, that kind of stuff. So other than that, I really haven't messed with any settings, guys. So, but anyway, wanted to just kind of talk through this one a little bit to show you guys as I'm starting this little base part. And in the next video, I was looking at what I do this next one. I'll edit that one, and that's when I start like snapping things a little differently, trying to make them fit and stuff. So, but right now, just kind of getting the base down. I'm going to do like a little rectangle building, really exciting building here, and then we're going to make some walls extend off of it around, and we'll try to fill the area out and see what happens. Show these bugs here. Eat them up. Give me that chitin. a stego in the area. Oh, that's the other one. Stegos. Did I say stegos? Branos, stegos, and trikes. Speaking of which. Look at the baby trike right there. I don't need another trike though, so no reason. I don't even care what the level is. I don't need to kill this thing and take the baby. It's just pointless. I don't need another one. Too many of them, man. Look at it. Here we go with this one. This has got this way to snap. I want to turn it the other way. Come on. There you go. Hold down that Q and it'll turn. And now we can make some spark power. Alright. There we go, guys. Okay, anyway, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to almost end the video here. But just wanted to show you guys a little bit of building, kind of talk to you guys about what I'm seeing with the graphics. 3 days out as opposed to now. It's been out a month now and using a different computer with crappy sound system. But it still works. I mean, it still records and just does fine. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like the video. Please subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.